And I don't even know if people even be saying them, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to remember that shit, you know? I wasn't recording that, and that's some good words. Those are good thoughts. And remember that 800 number. Maybe what would be wrong with that stuff, you know? Everybody's synced in that. The entire world. But I still need to know, can you imagine and think why? You know, I was talking of earlier, I'm not going to mention any mentions to bring it out in a conversation so that anyone else listening would be able to understand, you know. And that's just to, you know, protect or to unprotect, whichever, you know, the ones involved, you know.
Yeah.
But there are certain behaviors like that. But then there's other behaviors come out like one in sleeping. They're like something about their place, their surroundings, whatever. There's something there wasn't something wasn't working about it. You know, something like really bothering them. So if you kind of notice and use that stuff that you've read, and just when you're around, or are you around most that they are around? Is there anyone that could be excluded that you wouldn't be able to know, to observe, you know? And in that observance, you know, it's like when something like that is at you, what would you say to like, I don't know, what would you say to like, and you got to think of the manner of it, because it's very important, because it can be so directing. And if you kind of throw in your own pleasures into it, well, then that kind of that like increases it. So you have to not do that. But then what to say? It's not to dismay that type of energy, but just where it's been placed, and to rise it up. Most are locked in that lower, but if you to rise that up and keep that in mind,
yeah.
I mean, that's, what could you say? You've read them books. There was a question. What would be to directing that, and I don't know. God, do I have to read another book? Well, I guess I'm going to go on Craigslist and check out them boys auctions they're having on kids. Maybe we can save a few. And according to Muslims, I can have 4 wives, so we'll call them wives, just to save them. But depending on all the age and all that kind of stuff and the bringing, there's something to bring into that. How would you be with that and present of that and not make it vulgar, It's where there would be a procreation, Is that what I was thinking about? No. I was focusing on the clock there. 30, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm taking my cell's pulse, because sometimes it can go rapid, from a rapid flow transology. And I wouldn't want it to burn its little cells out, because how else can I communicate with the rest of the world?